Friends, as you know, uh, making videos on H1B and my life in America, immigration topics. I'm not an attorney, immigration topics, and just sharing my lifetime experiences on both technical and immigration point. That I made it in Telugu video, but the same thing I'm recording it in English. So, what is there in interview? It is about. Let me close the door. So I just shared couple of experiences. And in one, rather than my experience, let me quote one example. One girl, MS student, she called the illegal middle vendor, American illegal middle vendor, and she called and said, I got a project in New York downtown. Will you increase my hourly billing rate? A government client, there's a prime vendor, there's an illegal layer, and her employer and she. I'm talking basically about consulting our interviews. She called the middle vendor and said, will you increase? Then he said no. Then she said, okay, I'm leaving. Because she has cleared already that interview. She's just working in a particular tool that deploys on the laptop of that particular client. That client supports police department and airports and all. So all you need to know is just one tool. You don't need English also because you do backend support, right? But not knowing this, my haters, right, Kumar, you are staying in India, USA, but your English is this thing, that thing. Stupid Indians think that speaking fast English is English. No. You have to speak, the other person should understand. There's Americans, they speak. Chinese in interviews, one guy gave his laptop and VMware. Do you understand anything? His accent is like that. What he said is, will you take a snapshot or will you take a new VMware? Will you build a new VMware? I didn't understand what he is speaking. Then immediately dragged the laptop and then he said, interview is over. Ohio, Columbus. Because the Krishna Kancharla of JP Morgan Chase corrupt hiring manager, $75 I'm only billing. Every 1 hour come to my desk and say, give me my $25. He is thinking that I will give every 1 hour $25 to you. So funny. That's not the case, right? Then he pushed me to attend interviews, though it is 18 months contract and full time. Then I went for one interview. It is on some court, above court, the data center. So court means you have to go through that airport kind of security. Then I drove, after the interview, I drove to the vendor and told, please don't do business with this guy because the hiring manager, as long as they're in the chair, he will reject anyone because his English is bad. We can't even understand what he's speaking, right? So that's one. If you are able to understand my English, that's fine. It doesn't matter how long I stayed in US and my English accent, right? One. So consulting business, the problem is you have to get a customer. Whereas outsourcing company H1B petitioners, they have a separate sales team. The technical guy need not do any sales and marketing. And whereas the full-time US employer H1B petitioner, your employer is your client, your husband, boyfriend, everything. He will fuck, right? But in outsourcing company, they have a sales team. But H1B consulting, people write to me or wrote to me in the past saying that you don't have stuff, that's why you stick to the consultancy. I have stuff, that's why I stick to this guy. Because you have to get a customer, you have to do a sales and marketing like outsourcing companies does, and also you have to handle these guys also, right? If these three are vendors, it's not easy, man, consulting. That's why I always tell, go for a full-time job, because you will not do this fucking marketing and sales. So when coming to interviews, in some interviews they will call you and you think that you did excellent interview. but you will not be selected. It's called green card interview. This is a US employer will do. Outsourcing companies also do for filing their green card for their employee. For consultancies also they do. This perm to approve. For you to a layman to understand, I'll quote an example. In Hindu mythology, there are two characters in Ramayana and Mahabharata. Ramayana is a divorce case, Mahabharata is a civil case. There are one lady here in Ramayana called Sita Devi. She is like a virgin. In Mahabharata, Draupadi, one female character, has a 5 husbands. So all these US employer and outsourcing company and consultancies will tell US government saying that there are no Sita Devis in America except my own employee. So please approve his green card. That is what about perm. So that everybody does. Okay. These three they do for their employee. So for that they have to need one scapegoat like me, come for interview and attend all questions, answer all answers, and then they will say simply fuck off. They don't tell outright on the face. They don't give any feedback to you, but they give feedback to the government. They record all the interviews, proceedings and all. Record means I don't know the video, but so my guy is excellent. That Kumar has no stuff, so please approve his green card. So if you fail in such interviews, don't get regret. It's called green card interview. That's what there's a separate video also. Coming to other types of interviews, if it is any Indian is there in the table, in Columbus also there, fucked up. Indians is elimination. They don't want to select you because they have their own already candidate who has paid money under the table. Otherwise also, Indians only ask stupid certificates and all. No American in the last whatever the years I stayed in US, no American asks what is my graduation, what is my post-graduation, what are my certifications. Nobody asks. Americans only look at your attitude, skills and technology, what you know, right? And how far you will be beneficial to them, like how quickly you can start. In Phillipsburg, New Jersey, the client is Avantar Pharmaceutical. They are divided into two. Somebody has to step in and divide the entire infrastructure into two. Like two brothers divided, the property must be divided, right? I just went and gave a roadmap. This is what. Interview, you have to bring it into a conversation mode rather than question and answers mode. If it is question and answers, you will be sit like this, then gone. Okay. Same time, don't show overconfidence. Don't lose your hope, or don't show your arrogance also. Okay. What next? Then in the Phillipsburg interview, I said, Deloitte manager, client hiring manager is there. They asked me at the end, do you have any questions? I said, when do you want me to start? I'm that aggressive in the interviews because I already vexed. I was driving from Montana to Massachusetts. Okay, I stopped. Again, Massachusetts, I did 36 hours, $10,000 bidding project. In return, an employer did not pay that much money. So though he's supposed to pay 75% of $10,000, he paid $25 an hour. So I stopped here and then I said, because my stuff is there in the car. I was keep roaming. I have a coupe car. All my stuff is there, so I can start right rather than go back to some hotel and stay. While driving back, Ness is a vendor. He called and asked me a couple of questions, and I got a feedback. Join. So then I returned and I started the project. It's a weekly extendable AD migration project. Company split, right? That's one. And company split migration. American vendor is, if it's a prime vendor is American, they will call, if interview is 40 minutes, American prime vendor talk to you for another 40 minutes to analyze what you did. Psychology, they do a test. And in Boston, one interview when I went, the vendor said, take a color print out of your resume, but the hiring manager took print out in a notepad and used the pencil. So that's how vendors do a lot of hangama, like overaction. Some vendors, they give good tips. And another vendor, Aram Raskamal, Soft Labs and here, that guy arranged an interview, Rhode Island. Since I committed, I drove from Michigan to Rhode Island in the year, I don't remember, somewhere in 2011 to 15 in between. That guy has no value or respect for me. So though I drove, no, you don't drive more than 200 miles because it's waste. Most of my interviews are in person only. No telephone, no Skype, no video interviews are there, but still they are demanded, and that's one. And some interest, like if I see my blog, I can tell how many jobs I applied for each. Then since I'm aggressive, like I never wait for the interview result, I keep on moving. So I get 2 jobs same time, 2 interviews, 2 results same time. So when in India also I attended several interviews. Then Bharat was faculty in Novel Network in 95-96. I don't know whether you guys born some people or whether internet is also not there. Then Bharat told, did you write? How many interviews did you attend? Then from then I started writing interviews. And Prasanna Blori, one guy came to US. He might got green card. So his father expired and he got that $1,000 or $2,000 money for compensation, whatever he spent for MCSC, and he was my MCSC classmate at that time, 96 or 97, I don't remember exact year. Then we went for interview someplace. Then interview was going in very unprofessional manner. He was thinking BTech he has, right, he will be selected, but I scolded the interview management and I came out. He also came out. And that was my experience. And in India they dive for BTech graduation, and mine is BA, Bachelor of Arts. I didn't get engineering, what can I do? My father tried very well, and my percentage of intermediate 12th grade doesn't support that engineering seat. And then the HR, Sachem HR also, HM company HR manager asked me, like, how did you did a novel networking with BA background? They don't understand what is there to study in networking. That's what I explained. A plus B whole square formula to understand. Do you need a science degree for that? So like that, some interviews, many interviews I attended, even to get one project. After getting project, also going to the project is not guaranteed. Because when I was driving from upstate New York to Columbus, Ohio, JP Morgan Chase, Ashwin and Anil text me saying that we will make sure the hiring manager will fire you on day 1. I deleted the text. I didn't know that these guys are very serious about it. Because Prime Vendor Judge Group kicked those 2 layers. They think that I kicked them. So hiring manager really asked me to get out. Where is my $25? I want to promote Ashwin business, something like that. And Maryland project, you have seen 7 layers. After 7 layers, $75. Even going to the project also, so many hurdles after clearing a drive. It is like for a layman to understand, if a girl by destiny, that is because of poverty or somebody kidnapped and put her into a prostitution in a small village called Peddapuram near Kakinada, my hometown. From there, the girl wants more money and traveling from Peddapuram to Mumbai, and next red light area capital, and next is Dubai, right? So while traveling by train or road or by aeroplane from Peddapuram to Mumbai, the middleman sitting next to her will do this. Like, I don't know what that go do in English. Telugu is a beautiful language, man. So the people want to elope with her, and they want to take away with her. Those people are called vendors in America. So they will take the candidates money also. So like that, Maryland 7 layers. Ramesh Vendra, his brother attorney. Sunil Sawan CEO is missing, still absconding, and these 2 took my money. Prabhi Vendra took June month's money, and Hiram Raskamal Soft Labs and he took 1 month money and gave an attorney notice, and snapping prime vendor and 1 Indian American vendor. So they are all 8 fucking my money, man. till I didn't receive, they give fake paychecks, fake W2 and all. I don't want to tell the details here, but even after hitting project, clearing interview, hitting project also very difficult in America. In consulting I'm telling. That's why I always suggest go for US client. Then somebody will ask why you didn't go. They don't file H1B if you already have I-140 approved, many H1B extensions, right? That you have to do it in the very first 1 year. I always tell don't change employers because your green card process will screw up. So if you stick to one guy, any one of it, if they sponsor green card, then continue the vehicle. So in this case you get a customer, very difficult. Then some classes, this stupid 3 Infotech branch of ICICI Bank in India, they don't sign PO and MSA. PO is purchase order, rate will be there, that they don't show it to you, though you get a project customer to them. MSA is one page, like don't take my girl, or I don't take your girl. Girl means H1B year, they like write like that. So that condition 3 Infotech used to sell, we sent to India legal department. What the fucking one page, how many days the legal department takes? It's just sign and give, right? Though you get a project. Clearing the interview, getting the project is very difficult. So one Muslim friend, my colleague, at that time went to 3 office and 3 Infotech. He break the glass and chairs and he pulled it. Then they signed. You have to do that. So Hindus cannot do. Hindus are very timid and afraid. I don't want to again touch the sensitive religion topic here, but 3 Infotech is that worst. Any consulting, they don't sign. They say that when middleman there is a Tamilian, middleman there is Malayalam, middleman there is a American, we don't sign, we don't talk, something like that. They always tell objections, though you get a customer. Whereas in this case, you don't need to worry. They will arrange the interview, attend the interview and go there. So, but they don't sponsor green card. This case, everything is one guy fucking business, right? So, you don't need to search for anything. Just do slavery to this guy until you get a green card. No interviews, only one interview, right? So, this guy, if you are there, you have to keep changing the project. Project has a start date and end date. Project has a budget. If you don't change, if you work continuously in one client, like for example GM fired so many people, Ford's fired so many clients fired, right? Then you are gone because you don't have a habit of attending interviews, upgrade skills, right? So in this, that advantage is there, but other problems are there. So mainly I was talking about my consulting business, attend interviews time. So what do they need? What do you need? Like in Telugu and Pokri movie, will say I don't work under anybody, I always work, do the work. So tell me how much you get, how much I get. That's it. That is a dialogue in the movie Telugu. Like what is the work? Let me. What is my take? What is your take? That's the only interview. You simply say like that. It's a fun and little violent movie, but I will repeat that. Pani ante neekenta naakenta nenu elna. What is the work? How much you get, how much I get, can I go? That is the interview, right? Thank you. I will continue later. Bye.